Welcome to today's episode, my friends, where we break down two more awesome attack teams for you here today with Mystic Flower. On top of that, we're going to give you some options and change ups that can always be helpful for you to supercharge your teams. Now, with that, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you have a question, if you got a comment, let me know because I love to hear from you as always. And feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. So, like I said, today we're going to break down two attack teams. We've covered a numerous amount, well, three, I believe to be exact. You can check that out here on the channel or down below. We'll have that available to you here when it comes to Mystic Flower. Now, we got a couple more because I thought these were really pertinent for us to get through, in particular with the way that the meta is set up, which you can also watch our June meta episode. So with that, down below, you can find everything that you need to know about today's episode in today's timestamps in the description, along with a lot of other great information. So let's get into it here because you're here to see what are these attack teams. So first and foremost, my friends, it is going to be this one here. So this is a pretty popular one that you can see. A lot of players are running this. It's essentially the White Lily plus Frost Queen in terms of being your two key damage dealers. Obviously, we know that our friend Stormbringer here can do lots of damage. And then once again, we have Mystic Flower here as our key healer. Now, a couple things as well. We are running our attack and cooldown, and obviously some crit there when it does come to the treasures. Last but not least, my friends, a couple key pieces around this as well when it comes to gear. So for our gear, as always, feel free to check out all of our topping, biscuit guide videos, gear guides, all that stuff here on the channel. At a high level, Resonant, Radiant, always when it makes sense. And then additionally, your lovely, lovely biscuits that are tainted or similar to those Radiant Resonant toppings that fit for the right cookies. All right, in general, again, having 3 to 4 of these is great. Getting to 30 is great. We also did the key tip and trick on level 20 to 21. You can check that out. And if you know what I mean, let us know in the comments. All right, so a couple things around this. We are on crit. Here we're going to be actually on cooldown. So some things that you can do here is obviously, because we're running two kind of tanks, that can be one. However, we need that additional cooldown to keep our damage dealers alive. So our preference and priority is that over the survivability of Financier Cookie here. Plus we have our cookie right there when it comes to Stormbringer. That's going to keep pushing things back, taking charge, as I like to say, and charging our opponents. Then we got White Lily here. Here we're actually going to go on attack. Some people do like the 2-second White Lily, so you can definitely go with that. Mine is not quite quick enough, but I'm actually going to go lots and lots of attack here today. Now, in terms of my biscuit, I could have a lot of improvement on this one for my White Lily to do a little bit better. That would be a key difference there for me, and getting to that 2-second start, making that also a little bit better. Now, in terms of Frost Queen, we are going to go on attack as well. Here I have it with our Resonant, Radiant, and then tons of damage resist bypass, lots more attack, which is perfect. I really like this one in terms of our biscuit. Then last but not least, we're on cooldown here, and we got a lot of nice, okay stuff. When it comes to the big one there being the cooldown, when it comes to our Mystic Flower. So that's what I'm running. Again, you can think about running this one in terms of the cooldown as well. And then last but not least, when it does come to the treasures, because I didn't break into this a little bit more, you can consider doing things like this right here, Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch. You could also go with crits. You could think about Disciples Magic Scroll. Wanted to call it a couple of other options there for you as you kind of build and put your teams together, depending on where you're at. The nice thing about my particular team is I'm over 3 million. So pretty big. Most of that is coming from our friend right here, the Frost Queen, over 1 million power. And as a free-to-play player, for me, that makes me feel pretty good. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to run some attacks here. So again, you can see this one's a little bit different. They're anti-frost. They're running White Lily. They're not running any of the Frost Queen stuff. So let's go ahead here. We'll hit this one. We'll play it out for these so you can see exactly how these work as well. As always, we got swag and merch available. All right, there's a huge hit there for us, as you can see. Good survivability. Again, also against the counter Icicle Yeti there against our team, which can be a problem. However, not a problem for our team here. All right, so there we go, into the top 10,000. I did make it in the top right around 500. You can check that out here, at least members, for some of that zooming. However, we do talk about some of that stuff, obviously, in our June update that you can check out as well. All right, so here we have a little bit more close in the power level. This one is an absolute frost team, so let's try this. Should be interesting, to be honest. Haven't seen a ton of frost teams. We don't have a full counter frost right in par with our lovely rank there. The key here is going to be absolutely getting that damage in and crushing our opponents just like that. And there we have it, my friends. Look at that. Not bad at all. Power level to power level, we got it. And there we have it. All right, let's find here we go, right there. We got three other ones. So we got an almost similar one there. They're running, well, no Mystic Flower. We got a Mystic Flower here, no Mystic Flower there. Potentially it could be a Mystic Flower. Let's go run this one. We'll see if they have Mystic Flower. They do, there it is. All right, Rotten Orange here. Can we take down the Rotten Orange? Top 2,000. Now, in this situation, what we're running up against, though, is a little bit more of that turtle strategy. So we're going to run exactly into what I thought was going to happen. A couple of problems on that. We'll see, though, if our Frost Queen can break through. Did not. So, as you can see here, though, this is good for us to understand. Our defensive cookies still survived. You don't need to run the double defense there in terms of Solid Almond when it does come to Financier. And then, like me, you know in the future that this team is not the right team to necessarily run a counter against that kind of a team, right? So they had 3 defensive cookies, White Lily and Mystic Flower on their side. So keep that in mind. All right, we'll go back over to here. We got another one, a little bit different, non-Mystic Flower team this time. And then we'll clear, hopefully, our last one. And then we'll go back and we'll work on that next attack team. Ooh, so that again is the difference between having that faster start versus my start, my friends. That can make that huge difference on the speed. So if you want to go down that 2-second route versus the attack route that I went, you're going to see damage like that instead. They got their damage in, their attack in before I did. So if you're going to go on the attack side, a couple things that you can do to tweak your team a little bit better than mine would be going to adding in that lovely cooldown reduction. All right, last one here. Let's go on this one. Here we go. Mystic Flower with ice, a little bit different than ours. Spooky milky it is. Now again, this time though, you can see every time we're able to, for the most part, get our stuff off, we deal a lot of damage in that first hit. Here comes Frost Queen again. Now again, the one problem that we're going to run into here is that they do have, there we go. We are through and through and through. Nice. We didn't run into a problem. All right, my friends, that is the first one for you. We're going to do our next one here, and then we're going to talk a little bit about some of these other changes. So instead of White Lily, this time we're going to run the lovely Stardust. So Stardust has been making a comeback. If you caught the June update as well, you're going to run the same stuff here. We'll stay on attack with Frost Queen. In terms of our gear here, though, we do want to go on attack. We do want to add in a nice one. Let's grab that for now, or which one's better? I'm going to keep that one there for now. Well, we do want to have a little bit more fun. Oh, damage just bypass, a little bit of survivability. All right, we'll go with this one. Equip. All right, and for funsies, we're going to talk about this because that's what we do. All right, so this time what we're doing is we're swapping in Stardust instead of White Lily. Now, Stardust, again, is making a little bit of a comeback. Couple things here. Again, that ability to move around and stay away. If the sign of the stars is dispelled, the target of the nearby enemies receive damage. After casting his skill, Stardust Cookie will gain a damage resist buff himself. If the enemies are asleep, Stardust Cookie summons meteors to attack them. Wrath of the Stars damage 450% of attack while you want to be on attack. Additional damage per number of buffs. So the more buffs, 65% of attack per buff, amplified buffs, all that going on. Sleep upon dispelling the stars. Area damage equal to 1000% of attack. Stacks up to 1. Damage resist 35%. 7.5 seconds stacks up to 1 meter damage 300%. So lots of stuff, lots of big hits can make a huge difference. Again, combination being the same here. Same treasures, and then the gear is going to be the same for our cookies. Here we're on attack. Here we're on attack again. We could go cooldown if you wanted to this time, because this is going to be the one that you're going to want to focus on that key damage. Again, it's going to be depending on what you're playing, those kinds of things as always. However, this is the second team and again the main swap for us here today. So let's go ahead. We'll zip through this one. Hopefully that's a win. Just kidding. All right, we're good to go. Here we are. Now, a little bit different team here. We do have Mystic, we do have damage dealers, and we got T-Knight Cookie in there. Let's go ahead and do a rundown. We do have a little bit more power level on this one. Right around the same rank. There we go. Good damage in there. And here it comes again. Big, big hit. Down to our last piece here. Here we go, Stardust. They have the invincibility. Weren't getting through. Now we did. All right. There we go. A nice solid win. You can see that damage really coming down there as well. On to the next one here. Here we go. Frost Queen time. Let's go for it. Now here they're running the non-Mystic Flower team. Again, counter though with Ice Yeti to other Ice Queens, Frost Queens. There we go. Getting our big, big, big ball of fire in the air. Did not survive. Here we are. It's gonna be, this one might be a little bit closer. We'll see. Keep that Frost Queen alive. They do have the counters. Oh, they got us. They got us. All right. Good fight. Battle. Whatever you want to call it. Match. Nonetheless. Run. All right. This one will clear quickly, because we know that's going to be a clear. All right. Let's go after this one. A little bit different team here. All right, they say it's going to be easy. We're going to see. All right, here we go. Again, something a little bit different, a little bit off meta. All right. Good damage in there, my friends. Not bad. All right, let's go find one more here for this particular team. And then I got a couple things I still want to talk through here. This one's gonna be a little tough. This is a little bit closer. We'll see if we can break this one. This is similar to what we were running.
Must I do everything myself?
Here we go. And they got him before we could get in there. We're probably gonna be in a problem state here. We'll see. We'll see. They still got all their damage dealers. Ooh, it was close, but not close enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're gonna make it, I think. It's gonna be close. Maybe not. They still got their snap. They got heals. There we go. We're good. Whew. We got through, my friends. We got through. Look at that. All right, not bad. We'll close out on that one because that was a nail biter. All right, so let's go back to this here quickly. So we gave you two teams. We talked through some of the swaps, particularly there with Stardust and obviously White Lily. Couple key things for you and your team that you want to kind of think about. Certainly mine are fairly comparable in terms of promotions, ascension, all that stuff. Definitely that's going to make a huge difference for you. Obviously, all your toppings and biscuits will as well. And those are just things to keep in mind. I believe probably for one, White Lily's probably the better one in there. Just depending again on what makes sense for your team. Now, the other option that you can run is obviously the last piece of this puzzle here is this one right here, Elder Fairy. You could be running Elder Fairy. Elder Fairy is probably going to be a little bit of a better combination though with White Lily. So I want to call that out because those additional boosts that you can get through that. So that might be that other option and final option that you may want to do. So my friends, that is our day here today. Thank you for tuning in as always, as we made it through two new attack teams for you here in terms of your Mystic Flower team comps. We've covered some great stuff already. You can check that out here on the channel, along with our June update when it comes to the CookieRun Kingdom Arena meta. Now, with that, thank you as always for tuning in. If you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know because I'd love to hear from you. And feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. We got a great time in there all the time. And with that, thank you once again for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. On top of that, feel free to join. We do have memberships available. Thank you to all of our members, and we do have affiliate links and a swag and merch store. All things and great ways to support the channel. And don't forget our socials, @me, chat me, stay connected, my friends. We'll see you again soon, maybe in the Kingdom Arena here, Dawning World Season 3. And with that, enjoy some teams. Keep on running, my friends. Take care.